The internet tells me such vapid lies. Vapid lies. Apparently I'm live now. Well, I'll tell you when I'm live. I gotta tell other people that I'm live. 1 second. Is anybody here? Does anybody care? Does anybody care about what I have to say? We are going to talk about two things tonight. One, I'm creating a cult. Yeah, that's a thing. I'm creating a cult. And two, we're going to talk about the issues in modern day witchcraft. Okay. The very serious issues in modern day witchcraft. So, over the few years, I have talked religiously about my hatred and my deplorableness of just like Wicca and New Age and crystals and Reiki and all of that. And hey, listen. Okay, before you go any further, if you're watching this when it's not live, if that's your thing, honey, just click away. Okay, you do you. Click away. Or watch for entertainment purposes. Because who doesn't like to get baked and talk to their subscribers live? I do. So, if that's your thing, if that's what you like to do, then honey, you do you, okay? You practice your Wicca and you love your crystals and you send out your Reiki energy because listen, sweetie cheeks. Oh my God, she's a part of my cult. She calls me Queen Elsa. I am the queen and I am Queen Elsa. I'm also creating a cult. I haven't figured out how to monetize the cult yet, but you know, it's grassroots movement here. So the issues that I have with modern day witchcraft, aside from the brevity of them that I have spoke upon in my videos, really boils down to the fact that it's not witchcraft anymore. The shit that we practice, well, like not all of us, okay, not all of us. This is not encompassing the witchy community. This is just encompassing a large portion of modern day practitioners, okay? I don't have an issue with modern day practitioners. I really don't. This is just with how witchcraft has evolved. I got me some carbonated waters, so we're going to be burping a lot, okay? But anyways, how was I talking about? Here's the problem. Everyone thinks their practice is right and everyone else is doing it wrong. Well, Deem 13, my practice is right and yours is way off. If you're going to be in this cult, you have to be on the same practice as me, okay? We're creating a little tribe here on YouTube. Oh God, I miss cults. I don't know. I was watching a bunch of stuff on cults on YouTube, and I was like, you know what? I want to go live, and I want to tell people that I'm creating a cult that they can be a part of, and we're gonna spread love and joy and happiness. And how you're gonna do that is you're gonna get my enemies' information, their Facebooks, their YouTubes. Right? Like we're just gonna be a troll cult on YouTube. No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna spread joy, happiness, peace, and love, and light, and sunshine. Okay. And okay. So the core issue with modern day witchcraft isn't the practitioners. It sort of is, but they're like over here. And it feels like my connection is very laggy. And then you've also got like so we've got the practitioners, and then you've got the material. And the material is a large part of the issue of modern day witchcraft. Because what is modern day witchcraft? It is not folk magic. There's lots of books and articles and so on and so forth on folk magic and old timesy magic and all of that fun stuff. There's not a lot, and it's not really in a teaching format. It's more of in a historical kind of context with some inspiration thrown in, right? So most of the books are Wiccan books. Did I say wicked or wicked? Wiccan. Tripped up on my own words there, okay? Leave me alone. And these books are all, it's basically like Gerald Gardner played telephone. Right? Like, have you ever played the game Telephone where you think of a sentence and you whisper it in the friend beside you and it goes all the way around the circle and comes right back to your other ear and it sounds like something completely different, right? Like you say ice cream and it comes back with I fucked your mother. It's like, whoa. Like, where did this happen? What happened? Like, when did it turn into ice cream or ice cream before it turned into I fucked your mother? Right? So anyways, so that's like what's happened with all of this material over time is it's just become this nonsense a lot of the times. And so these people get this concept of happiness and light and love and sunshine and just everything is crystal and intentions and intentions and intentions, and it's like, oh my god, really? Like, is that the extent of your witchcraft knowledge? Well, I know some hoodoo too. What do you know in hoodoo? It's like all they know how to do is the basic sugar jar or honey jar. And it's like, so then you start talking to them about more deeper subjects of the craft, like how does manifestation work, or different planes of existence, or different entities, or working with gods or goddesses, or spirits or demons, or what their thoughts are on the darker sides of magic, the left-hand path. And they're just like looking at me with these eyeballs that would just be popping out of their skull. Like, what is happening? And they don't have the knowledge, and you can't get that knowledge. You can't write a book that says everything about being a witch. You can't do that because it's passed down. Now I know people are going to get mad at me for saying that because they're going to be like, wow, now you're saying hereditary witches are better than book witches. And that's not true at all, because hi, I'm a book witch. Scuzzy little fucking internet troll. So, and so we don't have the books, right? We don't have the people that started Wicca, so it becomes this different thing. And then there are these branches of Wicca that then also have leaves. All of these books that you buy in Chapters and like Indigo and like all of your bookstores in the United States of America, okay, and in Mexico, but mostly America, and some of you are in Europe, so your European bookstores. A few of you are in Canada, so just shut up. You know what I'm talking about. Where the hell was I going with that? Oh yes. So all the books that you find in these bookstores are the leaves of the branches of the core thing, right? So it's all this diluted information, and it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm not saying that the content that you're reading is bad, because I, started on not Gerald Gardner, on Scott Cunningham, right? So it's not all bad. Unless you're Silver Ravenwolf, then you're just horrible. It's deplorable content. And anybody on YouTube who is promoting or advertising of Silver Ravenwolf is a horrible human being. I'm just going to put that out there. I'm just going to literally put that out there. Silver Ravenwolf is trash. Absolute trash. So, what has happened with the teaching of the craft? Well, it has become monetized, right? You have these people on YouTube who monetize the teaching of the craft. And why shouldn't they? Why shouldn't they? Why shouldn't they monetize it? But they're teaching their craft, which makes sense. Because they're passing it down. So that does make sense. But what I'm talking about is on a commercial level, right? I mean, you've got what do you have over here? You've got who is teaching their craft on YouTube? The Witch of Seacliff. I know she's teaching something. I don't know. She put up this hour-long live video, and I'm like, girl, ain't nobody got here. You know, ain't nobody got time to sit here and watch this, right? Like nobody in their right fucking skull has time to sit here and watch this. What's the TLDR? So I end up watching it all, but I don't know what she's teaching. Something. But she's teaching, and I know that Lunar Wisdom was teaching, and like, right, like you're passing things down, you're passing your knowledge down, right? Like that makes sense. But when you take it to a commercial level, right? So now you're not just passing it down to, you know, Bill and Joe and Mary, you know, your YouTube subscribers, but you are passing it down to thousands of people. It's not just going straight to the people, it's going through publishers, it's going through practitioners, it's going through just nonsense, it's going through noise, and it comes out this polluted nonsense that new people end up learning. And then when you have channels like mine that actually teach the fucking craft in its realness and in its entirety, we get called niche channels because we don't fit in with the whole overarching Wicca, light, love, rainbows, and sunshine bullshit. Right? And that's just the bullshit that I don't particularly like, is the mass marketed, easy to obtain cheesecloth for defense type of witch. And then they come on YouTube and they're like, oh my god, like I became a witch by reading this book, and in 13 days I was a witch. And it's like, oh, okay, well, I'm not invalidating you, but okay. And then their content is all of this surface level, very flimsical, falls apart if I don't have my book in front of me type of material that gets spread around as information on what witchcraft really is. Right? So this mass marketing of witchcraft is what is wrong with this modern day interpretation of witchcraft. Do you know what witchcraft used to be? I'm sure some of you old folks, solitary, know what witchcraft used to be. Didn't used to be the Silver Ravenwolf bullshit that you see spread all over the goddamn internet. No. Mm-mm. It used to be backwoods, or it used to be hush hush. It used to be quiet. That's what it used to be. It used to be you go to church on Sundays, you got the neighbors come over, ain't nobody know what you're doing. But you're doing the dishes and you're cursing, you know, Cindy Lou who's sitting at the end of the table because she's sleeping with your man, but you're cursing her through the dishwasher, or the dishwater, not dishwasher, dishwater, right? right? Like that used to be, that's what witchcraft used to be. It used to be old school. It used to be real. It wasn't this thing that you were doing every day. It wasn't this thing where you were at your altar every day. It wasn't this thing where you were like, oh, I need money, I need money, I need money. No, people were working their magics for permanent income, not temporary. Not this crap you see on the internet where people are like, oh, I'm working my magics so I can get my rent done. And then in the next week, you see them, oh, I'm working my magic so I can get the cell phone done. Now, these people were working their magics for permanent employment, permanent situations. They weren't working their magics over Cindy Lou Who on the internet. They were working their magics over a trespasser stealing from them. Right? That's the problem with modern day witchcraft. Everybody is working their magics, working their magics, working their magics all the time, every day, 24/7, 365 days. And it's like, what is happening? Like, either history has witches completely wrong and they were, these people who never left their cauldron, or society today is just weird. Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't fit. It doesn't work. Rarely do you hear about the more messy parts of the craft. But why is it messy? Where are my nails? Oh, my nails had to go away because I am a software developer and that requires me to type. And I could not type with my nails. So I was like, you ain't interfering with my money bags. But this the thing is why is it considered the messy parts of the craft? Why is it messy, right? So if you talk to these surface level witches, they're very popular on YouTube. If you talk to them, what you get is that they don't understand how to protect from curses. They don't understand. I bet you Harmony Nice, is it Harmony Nice? Or is it the White Witch Parlor? No, it's the White Witch Parlor. I bet you the White Witch Parlor couldn't protect herself from a curse if one was thrown at her. I bet you she couldn't do it. But then you get channels like mine where they talk about that type of thing, throwing curses at other witches, how to protect against other witches, because you are coming into the age of the social media where there is talk of witchcraft. It's not as popular as, say, the makeup community on YouTube, but it's a small niche community on YouTube where they talk about witchcraft. But when people come, all they see is the surface level. So then they don't get educated and they don't understand what they're doing. They don't understand anything at all. Right? And then I talk about my channel that, like, feeling like it's dying, or maybe I'm taking the content in a wrong direction or something, I don't know. But and people say, well, your channel's very niche. It's like, why is it niche? When the hell did Wicca and this love, light, sunshine, rainbow bullshit override witchcraft at its core fundamental basis of taking raw intention and turning it into action, of creating something out of nothing, of protecting yourself and your loved ones, of being able to defend yourself against other people. When the hell did that become niche? Right? Like, that doesn't make any sense in my mind. When did it become niche? Who said it was niche? Who said that the types of magics that I do, that Tequila does, that Ravenways does, that you yourself at home do, who the hell says that that's niche? It's niche from a perspective that it's my craft, yes. But in the broader scope of witchcraft overall, it's not that niche. Yet somehow things as fluffy and light and unicorn, alien sex magic as Wicca and crystals and all of that overtakes what witchcraft is perceived to be. It's like YouTube came along and threw over a child-friendly net because I'm not beautiful enough, or my video quality isn't beautiful enough, or I'm not talking about 13 reasons why you might be the world's biggest witch, you know? It's mass marketing. It's literally a conspiracy. But no, it's mass marketing. It's mass marketing the fluffy, easy to get into. Your 14-year-old daughter types in Wicca and she doesn't get some naked lady dancing around with her cat. She gets an actual, real, 13-year-old girl who's like, oh, 13 reasons why you might be into Wicca. And it's like, honey. Not that you needed to see the naked lady, but you get the point that I'm trying to get to, correct? Are we getting the point? Sorry, if you can't hex, you can't fully heal. It goes beyond surface level what you can and what you can't do. It goes beyond surface level. It goes beyond the hexing and the cursing. It's the education overall that these plasticky channels that YouTube has essentially blanketed the witchy community with. These plasticky channels misinform people as to what's really out there, right? So it's not really about the cursing and the hexing. It's, the astrology, right? There is an astrology section on YouTube, right? And there's some occult to it, but a lot of them are very high level, like Ravenways would be underneath them, because they would be the very plasticky, easy to understand, easy to digest, easy to appreciate, easy to all of that, right? And we also live in this society where it's like we don't want to see the real, right? Like we don't want to know about throwing curses or hexes or putting people in sour jars or anything like that. That sounds bad. That sounds horrible. That sounds despicable. I don't want to know about that. So it's like, it's kind of like a conspiracy. It's like, okay, so the old ways of doing things is just not appreciated anymore. And the question really is why? See, Solitary says social media had taken the safe road, but why? Right? Like, you let people like Jake Paul on here. You let the beauty community happen. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, with witchcraft, you would think that people wouldn't want to take the safe route. But they took Wicca, they turned it around, they bastardized it, they made it this simplistic, materialistic, kind of cult-like attitude with the love and the light and the rainbows and the sunshine and the happiness and the hippy-dippy and everything and the threefold and blah, 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 right? And then you've got people like Lunar Wisdom, who was a Wiccan, but she's not like, hi, rainbows. She's more like, I know what to do. I know how to protect. You know, like, I know how to defend. I know how to take care of things. Right? And you don't get many of those types of Wiccans at all. Because those types of Wiccans are not fluffy, and they're not energetic, and they're not like 13 reasons why you're a Wiccan and why Wicca is the best whatever ever, you know? Like, it's trash. It's all trash. It's garbage. And people buy into this garbage. And then the stuff that I teach, the stuff that I do is just, it's trash. I mean, I'm not gonna deny it. Like, it's, you know, it's not the best, but it teaches the fundamentals, the basics. And it entertains and it dives into topics, and it's niche. I don't really understand how any of that happened, but okay. Somebody said it really well in one of the last live chats that I did. They mentioned tequila, and they had said that the witchy community really, like, this aspect of the witchy community really existed around her. She was the central figure of the witchy community. I don't know if that was completely true, but I did notice, not just from her following, but also from just the way the community interacted. It seemed that it would fluctuate, right? Like, it was easier to grow. It was easier to gain subscribers. It was easier to just exist on YouTube in the witchy community when she was around. And I feel without some kind of central figurehead, which we don't have anymore, right? Like, we don't have somebody that everybody's, you know, kind of gathered around and talking about and participating in and communicating with. We're all just kind of floating off here, right? Like, we're floating away. And it's kind of sad because, in a way, I was hoping that, you know, okay, so everybody's, you know, it's like, it's a new decade, it's a new witchy community, right? Like, we can really get things going, we can start growing people, we can start communicating and sharing our ideas and sharing videos back and forth, and leaving video responses, and sharing our ideas and commenting on one another's videos, and it's just dead silence. Right? You look up the witchy community and it's not really there. I mean, you have your usual suspects. I mean, you can name your favorite witchy YouTuber that you're like, well, you know, I watched this person and this person and this person. And, you know, chances are everybody's watched everybody. But it's not like it used to be. It used to be where it wasn't just that everybody watched everybody. It was that everybody talked to everybody. Right? That's what the witchy community used to be. When Tequila and Ember and Sunshine and Ravenflower and all those people were around, the witchy community used to talk to each other. And it's like, okay, well, they're all gone, and now the witchy community doesn't talk to each other. We don't communicate with each other at all. Right? Like, we might not like each other, but we don't communicate with each other. And I mean, I guess that's fair. I mean, like, well, who wants to communicate with you? I don't like you. It's like, well, okay, fine. Right? But I'm talking about in general. Usually you hear about, somebody's like, oh, my friend, blah, blah, on, over here is like, making this thing. And I was like, I want to try making that. So I'm going to put my own spin on it and do my own video. And, like, that used to happen in the witchy community back when, and now it doesn't happen. It does not happen at all. Like, why don't we talk to each other? We can be friends. And none of you in my subscriber list have channels. And that saddens me. I've seen some people use Icelandic magic staves, and if they actually took the time to research, they would learn that a lot of them were drew in actual blood and not mad-made inks. Well, welcome to social media, everybody. I have talked about this so many times so aside from the mass marketing of witchcraft, which is done all over YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of that stuff, it's the aesthetics, it's the pretty, it's the gorgeous, it's the glittery, it's the this, that, and the other thing. It's everything. It's trash. It's garbage. That is not witchcraft, okay? That is this practice of love and light and hippy dippy bullshit that no one cares about. Okay? No one gives a fuck about the fact that if you put a selenite crystal on your pussy, that your vagina will magically tighten again. Like, no one cares, right? Like, we're too busy over here, learning about the occult and other forms of witchcraft. And it's like your weird crystal sex magic with aliens, no less, is interfering with the spreading of the gospel of the occult. Okay, right? Like, this is where my cult speech comes in, right? Like, the gospel is the occult, right? Like, you want to be in this cult, right? Like, see how I'm working that in there? Oh, I'm spreading the information of my beautiful Scientology cult now. But in reality, it's just like, this garbage is over here. And it's like, oh my God, what is happening? And they're spreading a lot of misinformation. Yeah, they're not educating people properly. They're not, it's surface level, boring bullshit, surface level, Cindy Lou Who garbage. That bitch tried to bring that surface level fluffy duffy into this community. I was like, I'm not having any of this, little princess. Not today. So, but it's just, I don't know, it bugs me. Because again, it's this whole old magic, old way of doing things, old way of thinking about things, not always being at the altar, working the littlest of magics to get what you need in, be it a public place or like, I don't know, you're cursing Cindy Lou Who's sitting at the end of the table while you're doing the dishes. Right? Like, it's just the tiniest of things. And I think YouTube had that center figurehead when it had tequila, and now it doesn't have anybody. So the witchy community is like, oh my God, what do we do? And you saw a massive die-off of a lot of channels that were basically at the time just emulating her and not evolving and growing and trying something new, which I am doing, thank you, and all of that fun stuff. But it's like, what do we do now? Who do we talk to? Who do I talk to? You know, it's not like I have other witches in the community who just pop into my channel. I mean, I sometimes do. But then they leave. Like, who do we communicate with? That's the thing that I'm like confused about. Is like, what do we do now? And I think, and there's no way we're gonna get another what is it, figurehead, somebody who everybody gravitates to in the YouTube community. So what I think we need to do is I think we need to reach out to each other and be like, "Hi, I'm your friend. I'm your friend." And I want to do video responses. We should do video responses. What do you guys think about doing video responses? Oh my god. This message is held for review. Why? Cindy Lou Who better stop forcing her bullshit information on everything, claiming she is the high priestess of the universe instead of the high priestess of who gives a fuck. Cindy Lou Who isn't Cindy Lou Who anymore, Willow. Cindy Lou Who is now Cindy the vegan. Literally, just type Cindy, but any random word and vegan. It's a shit show of hilariousness and really poor quality. Worse than this. So, I don't have access to my editing software at the moment. Okay, so you have to make do with live videos, and I apologize. You talk to who you resonate with if you do. You should do a video responses. Yes, you should. I should, but I need content to do video responses too. I would love to do video responses. Like, how many of you have channels? Do any of you have channels? Do you people upload content to YouTube? I think that's the other way that it started, with people having, you know, with like how like Tequila was able to grow, is because her subscribers who were witches felt empowered to create videos and felt empowered to share their knowledge, and we're really encouraged to do that. And I encourage you people, like, come on YouTube and make a video and talk about your craft and share your thoughts and your knowledge, because I want to hear from all of you in my cult. Even if all you have to do, it's super simple. If you have a smartphone, don't be giving me no excuses, okay? Because you can do the crappiest of quality of videos with no special effects or anything. I want to hear your knowledge, and I see the chat scrolling with these excuses. But this cult has to grow. And the way we're going to grow the cult is I'm going to continue to encourage you guys to come on YouTube. Okay? Come on YouTube. It doesn't matter if you are ugly, or if you're pretty, or if you're rich or poor, or you live out of the back of your car, or you live in a park, or you are just whatever, right? Like, this is the time for us to connect. Coronavirus is real, okay? We're all social distancing away from each other. So come on YouTube and talk about your craft. You don't have to have the supplies. You don't have to have the books, right? Like, we don't care about that. What we care about is we want your knowledge, right? Like, I can only preach so much, but I need your help in spreading the word of your version of what witchcraft really is, right? Personalize it, make it your own, spread it out there. And if you don't like sharing your craft, that's okay. You could share your knowledge on a broader scope in a way that might impact new witches who are interested, right? Right, Cindy the vegan? Are you my 10th viewer, Cindy the vegan? I don't, but I vlog. Camera shy. There's a lot of YouTubers doing commentary. Okay, a lot of people are very camera shy. A lot of people, what the hell is going on here? Oh, hello. Hello. Wait, my neighbor. That's confusing, but hello. Confusing. Um, Bleh. Now, what was I saying? Oh, Jesus Christ, what is this? Oh, it's a troll. Ugh. You talk about something controversial, and you get a troll. Oh, hello, welcome to my province. Anyways, so what was I talking about? Oh, you are like only 3 hours away from me, sweetie cheeks. What was I talking about? Somebody tell me what I was talking about. Oh, yes. So come on YouTube, spread your information, your witchcraft, talk about things, right? Like that's what we want is we want witches. Like this is the time where we come together. This is the time where we form a community. And you shouldn't feel afraid. You shouldn't feel like any kind of worry. And I was also going to say commentary videos. A lot of YouTube creators do these commentary videos where they do voiceovers. So maybe they have some video content playing, or they've stitched together something that makes sense with their video or whatever, right? And they do voiced over commentary on subjects that interest them. You can easily do that with witchcraft. There's endless ways for you to come onto YouTube where you can show your face or not show your face, have great camera quality or not, and spread your witchcraft joy and talk about either your craft or broad strokes of the craft or inspirations or ideas or vlog about the craft. I do a lot of vlogging about my craft. You can also do series-oriented content where you talk in depth about a particular subject for a long amount of time. You can do anything you want to do. This is the time where you people come on YouTube, right? Right? Twilight, did you ever say your name in your YouTube videos? And Marge Richer, aka Leanne Richer, is where you probably heard me say Leanne. I always wondered why we can't get actual witches to talk on YouTube about their astral projections and guides. Some aspects of the craft are more personal. And that's where it becomes kind of frustrating for a lot of new witches who want to come on to YouTube. A lot of witches who want to come on YouTube are afraid because they don't want to share too much of their knowledge. They don't want to share too much of their personal craft. And that's okay. You can vlog little tidbits here or there, or you can talk about witchy things or witchy inspirations, stuff like that. Other witches don't want to talk about certain subjects, but they'll talk about everything else, and that's totally fine. So I think a lot of people need to start coming onto YouTube and sharing and doing video responses back and forth and opening up dialogue and asking questions. And Ravenflower actually said it once where the way she started, here's a really great way to start. If you can't find the answer to a witchy question that you have, make a video about it and post it. right? Like you'll get all kinds of answers, right? That's how she started. She I think she either made a video response or she asked a question. And that's the other way to start. If you have an opinion or an idea or you disagree with something, make a video response and be like, "Hey, look, I made this video response." And right? Like that's how a community starts to build. And I think it's really important that we as a community in our time, with this whole coronavirus, this whole, zombie apocalypse bullshit, this whole social distancing, it's a great way for us to stay in touch and to communicate with each other. I'm old school, so would be less likely to talk about some subjects. And that's totally fine. Like it doesn't matter what your point of view is. It doesn't matter if you're old school, if you're new school that's not, materialistic, right? It's just about getting on YouTube and communicating and sharing ideas. Do video responses. That is the easiest way to get on to YouTube. Even if it's this video response where you're stuttering and you're mumbling and you're not getting it, your point across quite clearly, but like who cares? Just come on YouTube and share your thoughts and share your craft and share your opinions. Because that's what I want. I want all of you. If you don't have a channel, right? Like here's what I want you to do. If you don't have a channel, I want you to make a channel. And if you're like watching me and you're a subscriber and you have a channel but you've never uploaded anything and you really want to talk about something witchy or an experience that you had that's like paranormal or something, I want you to make a video. And I want you to leave it in my comment section of this video. Let's see how many of those we can get. Let's see how many people who are brand new to the witchy community in some form or fashion make a video and leave it as a response to this video and share their thoughts and their opinions on anything witchy that they want. Any subject that just interests you, right? Like this is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I want from you people. I want you people to help grow this community. Because by helping to grow this community, by creating your own channels and sharing your thoughts and your opinions and your ideas, you might not agree with each other, right? Like you might fundamentally disagree. Like someone might think what Solitary is doing is like batshit crazy, and she might think that your obsession with unicorns is batshit crazy. But right, like we're not here to judge, right? Like we're not here to judge. I might have opinions on aspects of the craft that I don't agree with, but that doesn't stop me from watching a fluffy channel like what the hell is her name? She's got like the short pink hair. You know who I'm talking about. Right? Like it doesn't stop me from watching those like kind of artsy, witchy videos because I really like them. I don't always agree with their approach to the craft, but like whatever, it's your craft, you do whatever you want. But I've got, like I share my opinions and I like it when other people share their opinions, and I want people to make videos and participate in the community and share their opinions and their thoughts and grow the community, because as we grow, we can help each other grow by recommending each other's channels, and then we get the word out there for other channels to start growing, and they start growing, and everybody starts growing, and the witchy community just starts growing. Right? Like if you need a center point, let this video be that center point, right? Like this video, and everybody starts growing their channels. And just anything witchy, right? like, I know a lot of you want to create channels or have thought about creating channels, right? Like, I have to be selling you on this at this point. If I'm not selling you on this, I am a very bad cult leader. Is witchcraft real? If so, explain. No. My blog was a dud. No one seemed interested, so I deleted it. So come on to YouTube. Come on, Solitary. You know there's tons of videos of mine where you're like, oh, I'm doing a response. I'm doing a response. I'm doing a response. I'm a clap back doing a response. Right? Like, you could do responses. You could talk about incense. You could talk about old school remedies and recipes and just different ways of learning about and experiencing kind of more of the traditional roots of what witchcraft really is, right? So you do have a couple of videos, and we need to get you out there. We need you to get more content up. You gotta upload more content, sweet cheeks. I will post a new one tonight or tomorrow. You said this last time and you never did it. Okay? I watched the couple of videos that you put out, Solitary. Excellent. I don't watch anyone with pink hair, shrugs. So, I want to grow the community. And I think I'm going to make it a mandate that if you're going to be in my cult, that you have to have a YouTube channel. That's right. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what your race is. I don't care if you're gay, if you're straight, if you're man, if you're woman, if you're 28 months pregnant. I don't care if you a space alien or a sea monkey. If you're going to be in my cult, you have to have a YouTube channel. Because in my cult, we share knowledge with each other and with everybody else around us, and we spread the message of our cult. Okay? So if you want to be in my cult, you have to create a YouTube channel. And you have to share your thoughts and your opinions, because in these dark, bleak, terrible, terrible times, I can take advantage of everything in your soul because you've got nothing going on. Don't tell me you got to go to work tomorrow, because God knows you don't have to go anywhere. So what you're going to do is you're going to get on your phone and you're going to create your YouTube video, and then you're going to be a part of my cult. And you know how you're going to be a part of my cult after you create that video? By leaving the link of that video in the comment section of this video, and I will watch that video and I will comment on it and I will say, you are in the cult. If I don't have a single link to click on, ain't none of you allowed to be in the cult, okay? This is the cult where we spread the information of traditional and more occult-like practices, more folksy kind of practices, more, those types of practices of witchcraft. We spread that message, and we talk about our experiences, and we educate or we entertain, and we build a community. Okay, I want you people to build a community, right? So your whole province is on shutdown. I think you have a channel, and I think you upload. But I don't know if Willow Moonshine has a channel. So this is how you be part of my cult. Am I getting through to you people? I want you to create your channel. I want you to upload videos. And I want you to talk about how you're feeling in this time of social distancing and isolation. And I want you to share your thoughts and your emotions. And I want you to talk about the witchy things that you're doing, and I want you to introduce yourselves to the witchy community, because I think we here on YouTube, now is the time. You're not going to get another time when you can create a community that where we can support each other, and we can hold each other up, and we can love each other, and we can spread the message of witchcraft and all of its glory and love, light. And this is sounding a lot like a Jesus speech, but you get my point, right? Right? Like we can spread the message. Just spread the message, right? But I want you people to create channels. I really, really do. Even if you're watching this well after the stream and you're like, I don't know if what my stuff would be good enough. Who cares? Get yourself out there. And if you don't know, if you're watching this and the stream is over and you don't know if anybody's going to watch your stuff, just leave it as a link on this video. And everybody who watches this video will watch your video. And they'll probably subscribe. Okay? Okay? And as you grow, and as other people around you grow, and we build this community, and we share knowledge, and we share opinions, and we share ideas, and we agree and we disagree, and we laugh and we cry and we come together. This is my cult. This is the cult that I want to build. Okay, so we're building this cult. So who's gonna create a YouTube video? I want a YouTube video. I want one left on this video. Okay, I want a video linked below from everybody. Because why not? Like, what do you have to lose? Right? Like, what do you have to lose? There's no drama. There's zero. I mean, I'm drama, but honey, I'm just over here playing in my little drama pin. There's no trolls, there's no enemies, there's nothing. Everybody left. Everybody's gone. You know, Tequila left and then the rest of them left. So come on. Come make videos and let's just bask in the gloriousness of Jesus Christ. Right? We're not making that cult, but that does sound like a really great cult. That's the cult we're making. We're making that cult. Yes, the cult of Balan. We are completely... We're gonna do it. Let's do this. Let's all do this. I want us to all do this. I want you to all leave a video link of a video response, just talking about whatever witchy subject you want in the comment section. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to welcome you into the cult. That's your initiation. If you want to be in the cult of Balan, you have got to do what I says. Which is upload a video, right? Like, this is what I want. We're creating a cult. I'm literally creating a cult live on YouTube. But like I said, only people who leave a video response. Cult of Queen Elsa. Oh, we can't have two cults going on, honey. I can't manage two cults. Cult of Queen Elsa's gonna have to wait. But if you want to be a part of my cult, if you want to be a part of my organization, if you want to be a part of this growing witchy community, all you have to do is make a video being like new to the witchy community on YouTube. Just make a video if you've never made one before, or even if you have made videos and you want to be a part of my cult, right? Like, let's see if we can get Ravenways into this cult, right? Like, let's hashtag Ravenways in the cult of Balan. Let's get her in this cult. She might be busy with her other tribe, though. But no, seriously, let's all start making videos. Like, even if you make videos, even if you've never made videos, even if you have uh, a channel and you're like, oh, I want to make a video, I don't know, make a video and talk about witchcraft. Don't tell me who you love. Okay? We all know who you love. And it's me. Right? So this is what we're gonna do. And then I'm gonna comment on that video. And I'm gonna say, welcome to the cult. And you're gonna be like, oh my god. Right? And you don't have to spend any money. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. You literally didn't have to do anything. So how many people are going to do this? Tell me while I surf on my phone. Tell me how many people are going to join my cult. You can't just join in the chat. You know that the only way to join the cult. This cult might be leading up to a secret Patreon in the distant future. What do you think? Come on. I know you people want to create a witchy community. It could be fun. We could grow it together. Old and young alike. I could always hunt Ravenways down, seeing as she is in the Republic of Ireland and I'm in the Northern Ireland. Yes! I'm all for the hunting down of. We must get her in the cult. She will be our celebrity spokesman for our cult. I mean, they've got, what is it, Tom Cruise or I don't know, some famous dude is in Scientology and he's the celebrity spokesperson for them. So she's going to be in my cult and be the celebrity spokesperson. And Amber Honeyraven's just going to be on the sideline selling weird kinky sex toys. What would you think about videos pertaining to witchcraft and disability, as in how they can be practiced, modifications and such? Hey, if you want to make videos talking about how to do witchcraft as a disabled person and how you have to make specific types of modifications, do it. Because I am sure there is a blind or deaf, there's captioning on these videos, right? Or a person with no arms, or a person with no legs, or a person with no arms and legs, who's blind and deaf. But no, I'm sure there's people out there who have serious disabilities and they want to practice witchcraft, and I say do it. Because they can learn from you. They can learn how to practice the craft. I say do it. I try and make a video tomorrow after I finish work. Now, make a video tonight. I have this question. Although this is not related to what you're talking about. Oh, wow, we're going to make a world about you tonight, aren't we? I accidentally kept calling out to Hecate in a dream. I was trying to reach another goddess, but instead of that goddess's name, I kept saying Hecate. And a couple dogs appears, and shit was really fucking scary. That's what Hecate does. Is Hecate usually this scary? She is also very quiet. I don't know how to talk to her or approach her. You approach her with respect. You were calling out to her, you approach her with respect. That's how you approach her. You talk to her as if you would talk to not somebody who has a gun to your head, but as somebody who can fuck up your life in a heartbeat. So that's basically how you deal with Hecate. You're probably being called to her. She is scary. The Morrigan is scary as well when she first appears. Hecate is pretty intimidating. She's like, what do you want? Like, I'm here. Like, what? And so, So I would reach out to her if you're interested in her. I would do your research as well, but I would also, maybe try seeing if she wants to communicate. If she has a message for you, you could ask her, do you have a message for me? Is there something I need to see? Something like that. And, research what offerings to leave for her, because if you do something like that, you'll want to pay respect and to give appropriate offerings. I am blind. That's why I blog about my practice, my experience, how they relate. Oh my God, make that into a video series. I want to watch that. I want to. Shadow Sun, I demand that you somehow find a way, it may be difficult, but you somehow find a way to make that happen. Even if you're like literally sitting in front of a computer like I am right now with a webcam pointed right at you, so you don't need anybody else to help you, that would be totally acceptable, totally fine. I want to know how a blind practitioner practices, because I feel like you can just see the energy. You just see everything. Like you don't see, but you see everything. Oh my God. Like I want you to make videos. I require you. You need to be in my cult, Shadow Sun. You need to be in my cult. Get in my cult. I'm trying to convince people to join my cult. It's the cult where we create a community of witches and we all talk about our craft and our experiences, and we share our recipes and we share our knowledge, and we are comfortable and we're safe sharing that knowledge. We're supported by each other. That is the cult that I'm trying to create. I am trying to create a safe environment where we can upload our videos and we can talk about witchcraft, and we can grow as a community, and we can help each other, and we are just these powerful women and men and sexual objects and whatever else you identify as, and we just grow as witches, and we talk about, even if you practice Wicca, even if you practice new agey crystal folksy magic, like I don't give a fuck what you practice. I don't care if you're blind, I don't care if you're deaf, I don't care if you have no arms or legs, or if you're brown, or if you're white, or if you're purple, or if you're dying of cancer and you practice witchcraft. I mean, that's not a joke, because I think there was a lady on YouTube who was a witch who had cancer. And I mean, there was lots of witches, but one of them, she was like a Wiccan practitioner. I don't know if she lived. But the point that I'm getting at, make videos and build a community with me, because that is what this cult is about. And I want to spread that message along with the message of Jesus and how Jesus can't save you. So please come over to the devil's side, because the devil can save you. Let your inhibitions run wild as you let loose your intentions upon the wind, so that you can strike down your foes or make your lover yours today. Witchcraft. Who needs Jesus? Am I right? Right? Like, that's my infomercial. I could manage. It would be interesting lighting and such. Who cares? Who cares? Even if all we get is like audio. Like, even if all we have is audio, it doesn't matter. There are people, there used to be these people in the witchy community, and I think it really stemmed around tequila, where the witchy community's video quality isn't the best. We use what we have. I mean, I don't have my editing software right now, so I can't use my camera. So I don't have a tripod for my iPhone. So what I've decided to do is use my laptop. It's not the best video quality. The lighting isn't the best, but you get the point, you get the message, and that's what people come for. People have formed a small community around me, and they chat amongst each other in the chats, and they talk about their experiences, and they ask questions. And at the end of the day, if all we get is audio, Like Tequila's done that. She did that with Graveyard Dirt Chat where it was just audio, and that would be fine too, right? So whatever quality of content that you can get us, as long as we can hear what you're saying, that is all that really matters. Because the witchy community was never built around fancy editing software and fancy cameras. It was just built around the video that you captured on your phone, the video that you captured on your little camcorder, whatever, and just, a couple edits here or there. Oops, gotta take that out, that type of stuff. Here we go, upload, right? Like, that's all it really is. That's all it was about. It wasn't about fancy lighting. It wasn't about any of that stuff. And a lot of people had said, well, if you want to grow, if you want to do this, if you want to do that, if you want to get bigger, if you want to be somebody in the community, you've got to get these fancy lights and fancy camera equipment. And I've got lights and I don't always use them. And I've got camera equipment and I don't have the best looking videos all the time. I don't have the best content all the time. I do a lot of editing. I create series and I do this and I do that. But I think if I didn't focus so much on the editing aspect of it and making sure that it was like so pretty and all of this other stuff, the aesthetics of the editing, then I think, because I can't do the aesthetic witchcraft. So I was like, well, I can do the aesthetic editing. So, if I didn't focus so much on that, I would be able to get videos out like there's no tomorrow. Come to the devil's side. We have toilet paper and cookies. Why the fuck would you ever pair cookies with toilet paper? Did you put laxatives in the cookies? Like, now we're going to run out of toilet paper. What's wrong with you, Willow? Attempted my first live Instagram today and actually went well. Before I saw the video, I was seriously giving thought to a YouTube channel, especially after how well the live went. Yes, Shadow Sun, do it, do it, do it. And your first video, I want you to leave it as a comment on this video so that I can bask in the fact that you are a part of my cult. And everybody's like, oh, guess what? When do you start charging for this cult? And I'm like, don't worry, the Patreon's coming. We got to give it 6 months. We got to build this cult. This cult will monetize itself. Don't worry, everybody. Like, we're gonna be good here. But to build this cult, we need YouTube channels. And to build this cult, we need you guys sharing your opinions and your thoughts and your recommendations and your witchy hauls and your shop recommendations and your website recommendations and your YouTube channel recommendations and your tour of your altar and tour of your book of shadows and tour of this and tour of that and tour of everything. And just like, the things I harp on, who cares about, right? Like, let's build a community. Let's share our ideas. Let's share our thoughts. Let's share our opinions on crystal, sex, alien, robot, acid trip sex, right? Like, let's just get magical and talk about things. And I want you people to come on YouTube. I want you people to feel safe and supported, and I support each and every single one of you. And I want you on YouTube, and I want you growing, and I want you sharing, and I want you talking, and I want you exploring, and I want you just, and from there we can grow a Facebook group. Right? Like we want to grow a Facebook group. We got to get people in our cult. So I need you people to start creating channels and start creating content and start getting buzz and start, sharing and talking with each other and all of that other stuff and developing friendships and creating families and finding your lost love on YouTube and all of that fun stuff. And then from there, when you've got the subscribers too, we can create a Facebook group and we can invite people in and we can teach and we can educate and I can preach and I can run this church and Right? And then we can create a Patreon where I can do series-oriented, in-depth content on a particular subject, and I can just bleed you suckers dry. Right? Like, this is how the cult grows. I'm sorry, it does. There will be no Kool-Aid though, unfortunately, because we're internet based. But I haven't ruled out any mass suicide plans yet. You're like, what kind of cult are you growing? The scary kind. What other kind is there? But no, let's grow this community, right? Let's get step 1 of my plan. It's gonna take many years, and I'm gonna be 32 this year. So by the time I'm 46, we should be relatively famous in YouTube land. Who's with me? No? Why do people hoard toilet paper? You would think it would be food. I need food. I need food and I need water. And I need shelter. Yeah, everywhere you go, there's no toilet paper. Careful of the altar wine. It may be laced with belladonna, and I am so with you. Okay, so Willow Moonshine is going to create a video at some point. 24 hours to create a video, lady or man. And leave it as a comment on my channel. Actually, no. Anybody who leaves a video link as a comment at any time on my video, on this video specifically, is going to be met with the message, welcome to the cult. Do any of you guys use Discord? That's the other thing. We could get a community going in there, and we could start growing and chatting, and we could chat amongst each other at any time of day or night, right? Like, we should get a Discord going, and we should get people using the Discord, because then all of you guys can talk to me at any time and give me video ideas and suggestions and feedback on my content, and we can all talk together. Or you know what we could do if you don't use Discord, but I'm sure a lot of you use Facebook Messenger? Why don't we start a Facebook Messenger group? Why don't we do that? Then all of you can come into the, or not the group, group message. That's what I'm talking about, group message. Thinking about it because they've lost their rational, logical minds if they ever had them. Facts. But let's create a group Facebook message, not like a Facebook group, but a group Facebook message where we can all chat in real time with each other, right? We can hop in, we can hop out. We got busy lives. We don't have time to be all over the place, but we can hop into the group and we can chat about things. We can give each other feedback on their videos and their video and you know, stuff like that. We can do that. If that goes well, we could turn it into a Facebook group, right? Where we what the hell is it? Where we turn it into a Facebook group where we end up sharing our videos and having a safe place to share our videos and talk about things and give video ideas to each other and say, hey, this was really great. What if you talked about this? And like, right? Like, we help each other grow and evolve. And then the other thing that we can do is if that gets successful, I can pimp myself out and create a Patreon where I can do the more series-oriented content, more in-depth, right? Like, why don't we create a revolution? Oh, it's not accessible for blind people? Is Facebook not accessible for blind people? We gotta think about the blind people, yo. Is Facebook accessible for blind people? Could we do like a Facebook group message? Right? Like, where the hell did Solitary go? This bitch better have a good reason for leaving my live chat. Excuse me. But we could also just skip that and create a Facebook group, right? Like I could create a Facebook group and we could join the Facebook group. We could all be a part of the Facebook group and we could share our videos and we could share our content. And I can call it the Cult of the Balan. The Cult of Balan. What if I created a Facebook group, right? Cult of Balan Facebook group. And we can share our videos. And I'm not talking our Facebook videos, okay? I don't want Facebook videos. I want YouTube videos. You can upload your YouTube video and post the link in the Facebook group so that everybody can see it. And then that way you get some viewer base, right? Like, who is not down for this idea? Somebody scream at me if you're not down for this idea. Like, I'm just trying to grow the community, right? So this is a great way. Give you guys a safe place to post your videos and talk about your ideas and share your thoughts and get some exposure, you know, stuff like that. It'd be like just an open Facebook group. Anybody's welcome to join, right? Like, I'll moderate it, obviously. Like, we don't want trolls, but you know, anybody's welcome to join. It's the Cult of Balan, right? Like, you can post your Facebook video. Facebook is, Discord is not. Okay, so Facebook is great for blind people. So we can do this, and we're blind accessible, right? So like, let's do this. What do you guys think? Should we do this? Like, who's down for this? This is what I want to know. I need to create a poll. I'm going to create a poll in the community section because I think it's really important that we do this. So who would be down? And I want you people to vote. I want you people to vote when I post this in the community section for a Facebook group, an open group, where you could post your YouTube videos freely and safely and share your witchy thoughts and ideas and help me to grow the witchy community. Okay, and poll and an option. I would, like, oh my god. Comment more. Add another option. No. Don't do that. Okay. And post. Okay. So I posted this question. In my community section, and I want you all to go over there and vote. Who would be down for a Facebook group, an open group where you could post your YouTube videos freely and safely and share your witchy thoughts and ideas and help me to grow the witchy community? And the options are, I would, with a comment more, and no, don't do that. Okay, but if you click on the no, don't do that, you have to literally read it in your head like this. No, don't do that. So this is what I think we should do, because this will help us to grow everybody and their channels. This will help us to get conversations out there. And what I don't want you guys to do is I don't want you guys, if I were to do this, I don't want you guys to comment on the post in the Facebook group. I want you to go to the video and comment there and have your discussion there. Right? So I want you to use the Facebook group as like the safe place where I can post my videos and nobody's going to judge me And the people that come in, they click on your video, they go to your video, they hear something they want to talk about, and they comment right there at your video. That's what I want to do. I want to drive people to your content because I want you guys to grow. Oh my God, I'm going to do this. It's going to be called the Cult of Balan. Okay. Like, we got to see what the polls say, though, okay? Because if the polls are not in favor, right, then I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to create the Facebook group. And we'll just do it through here. And the way we'll do it through here is you'll just upload a video to YouTube talking about what you want to, and you'll post it here in the comment section. It doesn't matter if you post 1,000 comments of the same, like if you're double posting, as they like to say, like, it doesn't matter. Share all your videos here, and we will click on the link, and we will go to your video, and we will watch it, and we will comment, and we will start a discussion, and we will start growing your community. Because, yeah, there's this problem with modern day witchcraft, and there's this problem with social media, but you can bitch and you can complain and you can talk about it all day long, but what are you really doing at the end of the day to actually help change things? And this is what I'm doing. I'm creating a cult, and I'm literally spreading the gospel of the occult. Right? Like, the occult has cult in it. Like, come on, people. I'm creating a cult to spread the gospel of the occult. And Ravenways is going to be my celebrity spokesperson. Trust me, this is going to happen. She might not like me very much right now, but this woman will fall head over heels for me in 6 months or so. And she will be the celebrity spokesperson of my cult. Right? And I will be famous and rich and glorious, and you people will be happy and fat and fed, and everybody will just be amazed about the gloriousness of the witchy community. Do you know how to make Facebook not show your legal name? You unfortunately would have to make a fake account, which is totally fine if you want to join the Facebook group with a fake account, which might make it a little more difficult, but you know what? We've got to protect people's rights. And in the Facebook group, I wouldn't allow people to share. So if you post to a Facebook group under your legal name, it doesn't share to the rest of the world. And I would not allow people to share content outside of the Facebook group. Okay, so you would be totally fine if you came in with your legal name. Like, it's whatever. Right? And we're not here to curse and hex and hunt down and do all of that drama. No, we're here to share our content and grow a community. Right? Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's see if that poll, let's see if you guys have been voting. Have you guys been voting? Let's see. Oh, we got some votes. We got 2 votes. Ooh, so far we at 100%. I would. We at 100%. I'm going to let that poll play out throughout the week and see what happens. Because I know it takes some of you people a long time to see my content. Okay. I was in my analytics the other day, and about 18% of you have your bell notifications turned on, your email notifications turned on, everything. And I think there's like 36% of you that had your bell notification turned on. And I'm like, yay. It's up from 22%. So let's keep it going. Let's turn that bell notification on. Let's turn that email thing on. Let's turn everything on. And you know what? If you've already got it all turned on, turn it off, turn it back on, because you want it all to come into you. You want the text messages, you want the Facebook messages, you want everything. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to grow. We're going to be amazing. We're going to be the cult that helps spread awareness about the occult. We're going to teach people in our own ways. Right? If you've got the long nails, one day I will have the long nails back when I learn how to type on a keyboard with long nails. But I want the people with the long nails. I want the people with the no nails. I want the people with the no arms. I want the people with the no ears. I want the people who were blown up. I want the people who were burnt to death. I want everybody. I want baby sacrificial magicians. I want witchcraft. I want Wicca. I want everything. I want you people to make videos. Just please, for the love of God, make a fucking video and link it in the comment section of this video. And you will be in the cult. You will be in the cult. You'll be in the cult. Who's excited for the cult? Who's excited for the cult? And I'll make money off my cult, don't worry. What kind of cult would I be if there wasn't some weird pyramid scam going on, right? Like, trust me, there will be a scandal that will rock this cult. But that will come years and years down the road. But anyways, my laptop is telling me it's overheating, so I have to go away now. And I love you, okay? And I want you all to vote if you want me to create that Facebook group, okay? And I'll be back later in the week, you know? And everything will just be happy and fantastic. We went over the problems with modern day witchcraft, and now we came up with a solution. We're going to create a community that talks about modern day witchcraft from our own perspectives. Okay? So I want you guys to do that. I'm serious. If you want to be a part of my cult, you have to do this. Vote and leave a video topic response down below. I better see at least 5 when I wake up. Okay, I want 5 video responses. It doesn't have to be about anything in this video. It can be about anything witchy. Okay, I want 5. And because I'm going to go live on Wednesday. And if I haven't seen a single video response, I'm going to be really pissed. I want you to talk about your craft. I want you to talk about anything witchy that you want to talk about. Because those people who post, I'm going to be blabbering about their channels. Okay. I'm going to be blabbering. Even if you do have a YouTube channel and you talk about witchy stuff, you can leave a link to one of your videos, or you can make a video and talk about something, right? And I'm going to come up with a tag. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come up with a tag, and I'm going to pass it off to you guys. I'm going to do that in my Wednesday live chat. I'm going to come up with a tag, and I'm going to pass it off to you guys, and it's going to be kind of inspired by some other witchy tags that I've seen. You know, I'm going to take a little bit of here, a little bit of there, come up with some of my own questions, you know, stuff like that. And I want you guys to all participate in it, okay? That's what we're going to do. We're going to do a witchy tag. I've never done a witchy tag. I've participated in witchy tags, but I've never done one. So we're going to do one, okay? So until next time, my fabulous Scoobies, remember, more people that comment with video links on this video get talked about in Wednesday's live stream.